So just a little more notation and terminology for polynomials. Let's draw a couple more examples. 2x to the fifth minus 6x to the eighth. So this is a polynomial, and this is also a polynomial. Sometimes we actually do like to draw the monomials in increasing order, increasing in terms of the coefficients. But quite often, and maybe most of the time in this course, we're going to go with the coefficients in decreasing order. So the x squared coefficient, the x to the 1 coefficient, and then the x to the 0 coefficient, which would allow us or force us to write it in this form. So we're going to usually write our polynomials with the highest degree first, and if we write it like that, we call it in standard form. That doesn't mean that x squared plus x to the fourth plus x isn't a polynomial. It is, but when we write it in such a fashion, or let's say we rewrite this so that it's x squared plus x to the fourth plus x squared plus x, this is now standard form. A little more terminology. If we have exactly two terms, we call it a binomial. So something like 3x squared is a monomial. But if we have something like 3x squared plus x, that's a binomial. And sometimes we might have something like 3x squared plus x plus 1 trinomial. And we can keep going on with sort of increasing this sort of language, but honestly, the first two are the ones we're actually going to be using the most. We're going to be using the words monomial and binomial more than any of the others. So that's a little bit about the terms that we're going to be using for talking about these polynomials.